What's up everyone, Stella Chung here. In today's fix, Gabe Newell hints at Steam games coming to consoles, how Spider-Man and Sunset Overdrive influenced Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and PlayStation is working on 25 new PS5 games. In a talk at Sancta Maria College in Auckland, New Zealand, Valve president Gabe Newell just hinted at the idea of PC-only Steam games coming to consoles. He said, "You will have a better idea of that by the end of this year." There's a lot of speculation around Newell's comments, but some people have taken them to mean we could see Steam itself as a storefront brought to consoles. Others have interpreted the message to mean that Valve's own games, which are currently only available on Steam, will be ported to consoles. It's important to note that Valve has launched its own games on console before with titles like Portal and The Orange Box. Newell's comments have given fans hope that the VR-exclusive Half-Life Alyx will be released for PSVR or its upcoming next-gen follow-up. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is set to launch exclusively on PS5 on June 11th, and we keep getting more and more information about it. Game director Mike Daly spoke on how the toolkit Sunset Overdrive and Spider-Man gave players opened the team up to improving various aspects of Rift Apart's gameplay. Daly said to IGN in an interview, "What we found with developing Sunset Overdrive, and one of the things I think worked really well in Spider-Man, is giving the player a bigger moveset to tackle their challenges than is strictly necessary." He explained that giving players more options to handle threats or navigate spaces than before gives a personal and customizable experience where players feel like they solve the problem. Being able to try new moves or cancel them and get creative with dodging allows players to improvise. Daly went on to explain how Insomniac's focus on weaving narrative and gameplay together, rather than making them feel like distinct parts of a whole, offered them new opportunities with this next Ratchet game. Creative director Marcus Smith told IGN that our goal was to make sure that the player experience is one that is equal with the rest of the franchise. In terms of playable hours, we're in that window of where our full-length games were in the past. Speaking of PlayStation games, Herman Hulst, the PlayStation Studios head, announced that they have more than 25 PS5 games in development, and half of those games are completely new IP. As reported by Wired, Hulst said that PlayStation Studios, which is comprised of development studios like Guerrilla Games, Naughty Dog, and Insomniac Games, have a whole mess of games in development for the PS5. This doesn't necessarily mean there are 25 first-party games in the works, since games like Sackboy, A Big Adventure, and Returnal were both published under PlayStation Studios' banner, but they were both developed by studios not owned by Sony. However, this is still exciting news for PlayStation fans wondering what Sony has planned beyond Horizon Forbidden West and God of War Ragnarok. Insomniac is most likely working on a full-price sequel to Spider-Man, and Naughty Dog is reportedly working on a remake of The Last of Us and a multiplayer game set in the world of The Last of Us, but nothing else is really known. What Steam games would you want on console? Would you want a new Spider-Man sequel? Let us know. I'm Stella Chung, and that was your Daily Fix. Now that you're all caught up on the news, check out our Cinefix channel. That's your go-to spot for movie and TV show breakdowns, deep dives, and things you didn't know about your favorite shows. Download the IGN app on all of your mobile devices, subscribe to the Daily Fix on Snapchat, and for all things everything else, IGN.com.